This week, Trader Joe's and Walmart sell Impossible Burgers for cheap. Senators Booker and Warren take on factory farming. And a vegan wins the New York State Senate primary. This is Live Kindly News. Remember to hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to turn on notifications, and leave your comments below. Vegetarian Bollywood couple Riteish and Genelia Deshmukh are launching a new vegan brand in India called Imagine Meats. The acting duo teamed up with the Good Food Institute India, a nonprofit that promotes plant-based alternatives to animal products, and Archer Daniels Midland, a global ingredients manufacturer. According to Riteish, while he occasionally craves the taste and texture of meat, he is able to satisfy that craving with plant-based alternatives. He told The Economic Times, "With plant-based meats around, I'm a much happier vegetarian." Genelia says Imagine Meats is for people who enjoy the taste of meat, but don't want the negative environmental and health consequences of consuming animal products. Senator Cory Booker has introduced a bill that would protect factory farm workers from unpredictable high-speed catastrophes. The bill is co-sponsored by Senators Elizabeth Warren and a number of other senators including Dianne Feinstein, Kamala Harris, and Bernie Sanders. If passed, the Safe Line Speeds During COVID-19 Act will prohibit meat processing plants and slaughterhouse workers from operating at high speeds. Booker revealed that since mid-March, coronavirus outbreaks have surged in meatpacking plants across the country. Tens of thousands of workers have contracted the virus. More than 168 have died as a result.
Even as the slow march toward normal progresses, there are new fears over meatpacking facilities where workers continue to get sick.
He said in a press release, "The majority of these workers are from immigrant communities and communities of color. The USDA should be in the business of prioritizing worker and consumer safety over the profits of large multinational meatpacking corporations, not the other way around."
And I feel a sense of anger where we are in the United States of America, where we have not had direct conversations about a lot of the root causes of the inequities and the pain and the hurt manifested in economic disparities, manifested in health disparities, manifested in a criminal justice system that is indeed a form of new Jim Crow.
Coming up, Nandos commits to adding more vegan options to combat climate change. Jabari Brisport, a Democratic Socialist, social justice activist, and vegan, has declared victory in Brooklyn's 25th Senate District Democratic primary.
My name is Jabari Brisport. I'm a public school teacher, a proud union member, and a proud Brooklynite.
And I will be your next state senator!
The politician defeated Assemblymember Tremaine Wright by more than 10,000 votes. The 32-year-old Brooklyn native is expected to make history as the first openly gay Black member of the state Senate. Brisport's progressive platform champions animal rights. It includes a ban on the sale of new fur apparel, an end to dairy subsidies, restricting the sale of cats, dogs, and rabbits in pet stores, and a ban on wildlife killing contests and traveling rodeos.
With this critical mass we currently have of vegetarians and vegans in the city council is that you have enough politicians who have their heart in the right place and they're all together in one space, and that's really where the magic can start to happen. And I think that's how you get it. When you get this critical mass, that's how you get Corey Johnson's fur ban. That's how you get Councilmember Carlina Rivera's foie gras ban.
He's also an advocate for human rights. Brisport said in a statement, "This victory is about the movement to build a New York that works for the working class and for people of color."
Together, we can build a New York that puts people over profits.
Trader Joe's and Walmart now sell Impossible Burgers.
Now, the move marks a 50x expansion of Impossible's retail footprint in the U.S. in fewer than 6 months. That's important because grocery sales of alt-protein products have just skyrocketed during the pandemic. Nielsen reporting sales of fresh meat alternatives are up more than 140% since March.
The plant-based patties, which are made from soy and potato protein, hit all 503 Trader Joe's and nearly 1,200 Walmart stores across the country.
90% of the U.S. population lives within a mile of a Walmart store. Biggest seller of meat in the U.S. So it's exactly the kind of partner we want.
The launches are an important part of achieving one of Impossible Foods' main goals, making its product both accessible and affordable. Previously, Impossible Foods' meat was available for around $12 per pound. With the launch at Walmart, the price point sits around $8 per pound. As it continues to scale up, The company says its long-term aim is to sell the Impossible Burger at or below the price of commodity ground beef. In an effort to help combat climate change, peri-peri chicken restaurant chain Nandos says it will add more plant-based offerings to its menu. The announcement is part of the chain's new sustainability commitments. The company aims to improve its environmental standards across Ireland and the UK. Nandos, which has already reduced its carbon footprint by 40% since 2015, plans to further reduce its carbon emissions per meal by 50% by 2030. It also aims to achieve absolute zero direct emissions in lieu of carbon offsetting. Colin Hill, Nando's CEO for the UK and Ireland, said in a press release, "Over the last 4 years, our sustainability initiatives have significantly reduced our carbon footprint. But we are launching ambitious new commitments which will set a strong example for what our industry can do to make a genuine difference." Coming up, Higher Stakes just produced the first lab-grown bacon. London's Enfield Council is also working to avert the climate crisis. The council banned meat as part of its 2020 Climate Action Plan. Starting in December, when the ban takes effect, the council will no longer serve meat at any of its events. All of the council's events where catering is provided will only serve vegan or vegetarian options. Enfield councillor Ian Barnes said in the document, "Our planet is facing an existential threat from climate change." In response to rising awareness and justified protest, Enfield Council has declared a climate emergency. UK startup Higher Stakes has produced the first ever cultivated lab-grown bacon. Last week, the Cambridge-based company announced the world's first prototype of lab-grown bacon rashers and pork belly.
Today, I'm going to be tasting the first ever cultivated meat sandwich made by Higher Stakes.
The slaughter-free meat products combine cultivated animal cells with plant-based meat for a sustainable alternative to traditional pork. The pork belly is approximately 50% cultivated meat to 50% plant-based, while the bacon is around 70% cultivated meat to 30% plant-based. Higher Stakes CEO Benjamina Bolag said in a statement, "The production of the first ever cultivated bacon and pork belly is proof that new techniques can help meet the overwhelming demand for pork products globally. Cultured meat requires the in vitro cultivation of cells collected from a living animal. Lab-grown meat is not technically vegan, as it is produced using animal tissue, but for the growing flexitarian demographic, and in light of pressing global environmental and health concerns, lab-grown meat provides a low-impact, sustainable alternative to animal agriculture." Bolag explained, "Our mission is to provide meat that is healthy and sustainable, without the consumer making any sacrifices on taste." That's it for today. Have you tried the Impossible Burger yet? Have you spotted it at Walmart or Trader Joe's? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We'll see you again next week for Live Kindly News.